Sir, you're jealous. You're jealous that A$AP Rocky is living the life with Rihanna that you couldn't live. Your fairy tale, your dream life. You don't have to take my word for it. Listen to Drake.
Don't have the fairy tale like, oh, Drake started a family with Rihanna. Like, this is like so perfect.
You said you had way better chicks than her. Bruh, is this you?
One of my baddest women ever, I call her Rihanna.
Y'all! First things first, can we talk about Drake's obsession with Rihanna? I mean, at this point, someone needs to play Obsessed by Mariah Carey on repeat for this man. It's been over 6 years since RiRi even mentioned Drake in public, but he just can't seem to let it go. It's giving stalker vibes, and I'm not here for it. Let's break this down, shall we? Drake just dropped a bunch of old footage of Rihanna from years ago. I'm talking ancient history, loves. This comes after he's been consistently dragging her and A$AP Rocky in his songs, but hold on to your wigs, because A$AP Rocky isn't taking this lying down anymore. Word on the street is that Rocky just fired back at Drake on a new diss track, calling him out for being a complete creep who's still hung up on Rihanna, but that's not all. Rumor has it that Rihanna and Kendrick Lamar are cooking up a collab that's going to go nuclear on Drake and expose his weird obsession with her and other women who've rejected him. Talk about a double whammy. Now let's rewind a bit and look at the timeline of this messy situation. Drake and Rihanna first crossed paths way back in 2005 when RiRi was in Toronto filming the Panda Replay music video. Drake claims he fell head over heels for her from day one, but let's be real, Rihanna wasn't feeling it. Fast forward to May 2009, and we've got Drake and Rihanna spotted on what looked like a date at Lucky Strike Bowling Alley in NYC. But Rihanna shut down those romance rumors faster than you can say umbrella. She made it crystal clear that she was just having a little fun with Drake, no strings attached. But our boy Drake? He caught feelings harder than a teenage boy with his first crush. He even wrote a whole song about it called Fireworks. In interviews, he couldn't stop gushing about Rihanna, saying things like, "I love her and support her unconditionally, and she's incredible." Meanwhile, Rihanna's over here like, "New phone? Who dis?" As time went on, Drake's obsession only grew. He kept talking about Rihanna in interviews, saying she made him feel small and nervous. But here's the kicker. While Drake was building castles in the sky, Rihanna was distancing herself from him. And that's when Drake got all in his feelings and started throwing shade, accusing her of leading him on. But like a boomerang that just won't quit, Drake came back around in 2016 at the VMAs. Y'all remember that cringe-worthy moment when he presented Rihanna with the Vanguard Award? He straight up declared his love for her on stage, saying he'd been in love with her since he was 22. Meanwhile, Rihanna's face was screaming, "Someone get me out of here!" After that disaster, Rihanna made it clear in a Vogue interview that she and Drake weren't even friends anymore. She said, and I quote, "We don't have a friendship now, but we're not enemies either. It is what it is." Translation, boy, bye. But here's where it gets really messy, loves. Even after Rihanna made it crystal clear that she wasn't interested, Drake kept acting like she was the one who got away. He was out here talking about how he always fantasized about starting a family with her. Meanwhile, Rihanna's living her best life with A$AP Rocky and their 2 beautiful kids. Now, let's talk about Drake's recent behavior, because it's giving major incel vibes. Ever since Rihanna and Rocky went public, Drake's been on a mission to trash talk them both. He's gone from calling Rihanna his ultimate fantasy to dissing her on tracks like Fear of Heights, where he called her average. Excuse me, Drake, but in what universe is Rihanna average? And it's not just Rihanna he's coming for. Drake's been taking shots at A$AP Rocky too, implying that it's somehow bad that Rocky puts his family before his rap career. Last time I checked, being a present father was a good thing, Drake, but I guess you wouldn't know much about that, would you? But hold on to your hats, because A$AP Rocky isn't taking this lying down. He's got a new track called Riot Rowdy Pipin' that's set to be on his upcoming album, Don't Be Dumb, dropping on August 30th. And let me tell you, the lyrics are spicier than a ghost pepper. Rocky's throwing jabs left and right, calling Drake out for his failed attempts to shade Rihanna. He raps, "These want my wife bad," which is pretty much a direct shot at Drake's obsession with RiRi. And according to DJ Cast 1 from Hot 97, this is just the beginning. Apparently, A$AP's got a whole bunch of diss tracks lined up on his new album. Drake better watch out, because Rocky's coming for him. But wait, there's more. If the rumors are true about Rihanna and Kendrick Lamar working on a new collab, Drake might want to start looking for a good hiding spot, because if those two team up to expose Drake's weird obsessions, it's going to be a surgical takedown. Now, some people are saying Drake's just playing up this obsession for publicity, but even if that's true, it doesn't make it any less embarrassing. I mean, come on, Drake's pushing 40, he's a father, and he's still hung up on a woman who moved on years ago. It's giving major Arrested Development vibes, and it's not a good look. Let's be real for a second. Drake's behavior isn't just cringeworthy, it's borderline creepy. Rihanna has made it clear multiple times that she's not interested. She's happily settled down with ASAP Rocky, and she's focused on her family and her billion-dollar empire. Meanwhile, Drake can't seem to keep a girlfriend, and at his big age, he still hasn't had a long-term relationship. It's also worth noting that Drake seems to have a pattern of dissing women who reject him. From Rihanna to Nicki Minaj, Megan Thee Stallion, Halle Berry, Serena Williams, the list goes on. But isn't it interesting how he only seems to diss black women? I don't remember him ever coming for Scarlett Johansson after she rejected him. But that's a topic for another day, loves. The saddest part of all this is that Drake doesn't seem to realize how his behavior comes across. He's out here sharing old footage of Rihanna like it's some kind of trophy, when in reality, it just makes him look desperate and unable to move on. It's like he's stuck in 2016, unable to accept that Rihanna has found happiness without him. And let's talk about the double standard for a second. Can you imagine if the roles were reversed? If Rihanna was the one constantly bringing up Drake, dissing him in songs and sharing old footage of them together? She'd be labeled as crazy and obsessed. But somehow, when Drake does it, some people still try to excuse it as just part of his brand or his music. But the fans aren't buying it anymore. People are calling out Drake's behavior for what it is: creepy and inappropriate. It's not entertaining, it's not romantic, and it's certainly not the behavior of a mature, successful man in his late 30s. So what's next in this saga? Well, we're all waiting with bated breath for A$AP Rocky's album to drop. If the snippets we've heard are anything to go by, it's going to be a scorcher. And if Rihanna and Kendrick really do team up for a track, Drake might want to consider a long vacation somewhere very, very far away. At the end of the day, it's clear that Rihanna has moved on. She's happy, she's successful, and she's focused on her family. It's high time Drake did the same. There are plenty of fish in the sea, Drake. Maybe it's time to cast your net somewhere else and let Rihanna live her best life in peace. What do you think, loves? Is Drake's obsession with Rihanna just part of his brand, or has it gone too far? Should A$AP Rocky have clapped back, or should he just ignore Drake's antics? And what about Rihanna? Do you think she'll ever address this drama, or will she keep living her best unbothered life? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more piping hot celebrity tea. Until next time, keep it spicy. See ya!